Word of mouth. It's the holy grail. It's what will get your product to unicorn status. What's up guys, and welcome to another video. In this video we'll be talking about word of mouth and how you can create it for your product so that you can have explosive growth. So why is word of mouth so important? Well, word of mouth is what leads your product down the road of exponential growth. And what exactly does that mean? Exponential growth is not just something you learned in math class. Exponential growth matters when you're growing a product because it means 2 customers becoming 4 customers, 4 customers becoming 8 customers, 8, 16, you get the idea. Now, how exactly do you get word of mouth? How exactly do you get to a point where you are facing so much demand because everyone's talking about your product and trying to get a piece of it? Well, let me tell you in a bit. So, how do you create word of mouth? There are 3 primary ways to create word of mouth. They're not mutually exclusive. In fact, you should do all 3 if you can. And if you can't, then too bad. First thing to do for word of mouth is create a community. Create something, maybe a Facebook group, a subreddit, some way for your users to interact with each other. You want your users to be talking to each other, to be feeling that membership to your product's community. So if you don't create a place for people to talk, how exactly do you expect these people to talk? I mean, they can definitely talk in real life, but as we all know, the best ways to facilitate conversations is really online nowadays, especially conversations at scale. Like if you just look at Reddit, look at how fast it's grown. Most likely because everyone is part of a community where they have interests that are similar. That's why you have subreddits. The second thing you should definitely look into is referral mechanisms. Referral mechanisms are great ways to grow your product because you give that extra nudge, that extra oomph to get your users referring their friends to your product. They might already want to refer friends, it's just not really top of mind right now, but if you provide that monetary incentive, that extra month or extra 2 months of your product to the people who refer their friends to your product, then perhaps you might be getting users that way, which is great because it's a win-win situation. Your current users get rewarded for referring their friends get to try out a new product that might help solve a problem they have, and you get more users. It's like a 3-way win-win situation. Win-win-win. Win-win-win situation. You get the point. Third thing you should definitely look into is talking to your customers, being there for them all the time. And that means having direct lines of communication with your users. You don't just want to be a landing page that has some support email address. You want to be talking to your users almost each and every day if you can, if they're not annoyed. That's what I do. Maybe I'm annoying, but talking to users on a periodic basis, trying to get their take on your product, trying to get what they think can be improved. The benefits that you're currently offering with the features that you have for your product. Are those features really the features that should be offered right now? Are the benefits that are being offered by your features enough to get your users to refer their friends to your product? And that's ultimately what you're trying to find out. What you get is an understanding of whether your product is good enough to be referred to your users' friends. And we're not just talking about theory. We're not talking about just bland old theory that you learn from some YouTube video. I've actually been applying all 3 of these techniques to growing word of mouth. And so far, I've actually been getting initial signs of word of mouth. I'm not at unicorn status. My startup is nowhere near that right now. But we are getting a slow trickle of users from a subreddit I run called The Art of DM, from this referral program that I'm trying to put together for those who can't really afford the product. So I'm actually applying all 3 of these techniques, and they've been working pretty well. My subreddit's at 122 members. I haven't even been actively recruiting people anymore. I've just been interacting with people on these different forums, trying to talk to them about the pain points that are related to the problem that I think my product can solve. And so far that's so far been getting me a slow trickle of users. So it's not complicated to try to get to this holy grail of word of mouth. It definitely takes time. It definitely takes patience. But if you apply these 3 insights that I just shared with you to your own user recruitment efforts, you will definitely be making progress towards creating word of mouth. And why is that? Because I am currently applying these 3 techniques, and it seems like it's actually making an impact on my user growth. So with that, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you did not like this video, hit the dislike button. Both would be very much appreciated. And if you like this kind of content, hit subscribe. And if you have a technique that I did not cover in these 3 techniques on how to create word of mouth, I would definitely love to hear from you. I would definitely love some insights. I'm always on the lookout for insights. So tell me in the comment section. If you tell me, I will send you an email. So with that, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.